Hey guys, today I want to talk about working on Fiverr and how I made $10,000 a day in the last 2 months. And how actually all my dreams have come true, and how I've traveled the world and had fun and worked with a lot of creative people and tra la 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 la. Well, I think it's all just bullshit. Hey guys, it's Miha here from Creative Business Build, and today I want to share a bit of my perspective regarding working on Fiverr. There are a lot of videos and advice out there and a lot of examples, and also a lot of people who are making good money on Fiverr doing graphic design like logo design or brochure design or animations or stuff like that. And yes, there are a couple of people there who make good money out there, but I just want to share a bit about what my opinion is on that and why I don't think it's such a good idea. We've all seen gigs for logo design or something like that for $5 or maybe a bit more, and like 20 or 30,000 good reviews in a couple of years. So that means that those people that do that basically made a couple of $100,000 in a couple of years. But here's the catch: they didn't do it alone, because the good thing about Fiverr is that clients don't have a lot of flexibility or don't have a lot of options to take a lot of your time. For example, if we look at some of the Fiverr examples, you have these really nice packages and all the stuff defined. So basically, if you want a logo, you pay, I don't know, 5 or 2 gigs, like $10 for one concept. And if you want a revision, you have to pay another $5 or $10 for that revision. Which sounds good, because for every revision the customer wants, they have to pay extra. That's all great, because that's a really nicely defined workflow, and it doesn't give them a lot of options, so they can take a lot of your time. But here's the thing: for every client and every logo up there, you have to communicate with the client. Basically, you have to, they send you their brief, and you review it, and you have to answer them. Okay, please expect the logo in the defined time. That can be 1 to 3 days, all depending on what your Fiverr gig is like. And once you start working on that logo, it won't take you 5 minutes, because you can have all the templates in the world, all the downloaded predefined logos that you just change a bit and send to your client, but it still takes a lot of your creative resources in your head. So that's one thing. And the second thing is that if you really want to make money on Fiverr, you have to make a lot of projects. You have to create, I don't know, 1,000 logos in a month, or 2,000 logos in a month to make really good money, if you have enough gigs, provided that is. So what happens is that you will be working all the time. You will be working the whole days, and a lot of those logos will be projects that you don't want to work on, and you are just doing that for the money, and you have to be responsive. Because you have to, in Fiverr, to be successful, you have to respond to every client in like 5 to 6 hours. If you respond in 1 or 2 days, they will just go to another guy who responds faster. So the only business model, in my opinion, that could work on Fiverr is actually if you live in a country where you don't have a lot of expenses, and you don't need to make like a lot of money, like to pay rent. So basically, if you live in, I don't know, Eastern or third world countries, like for example, I don't know, Bangladesh or Pakistan or India maybe, or Philippines or something like that, you could make good money on Fiverr, because if you make $1,000 per week, you can actually afford to have 3 or 4 people working for you. And it's much easier if you have a couple of people working for you than to deliver all those products than if you are working alone. And also, if you're working alone, you have to communicate with every client. You have to upload and download the files. You have to create the designs yourself. So it's not a good business model, because sooner or later you will burn out. Provided that you manage to promote your profile, and that you manage to get enough good reviews so that you have a lot of work coming your way. Also, if you set the price too high, a lot of clients will just go to the next gig because there's a lot of competition in Fiverr. So my advice would be to stay away from that, because there's also a lot of videos, courses, and advice from people who just want to take freelancers' money, that are saying that it's really easy to make money up there, and that you will just make a lot of money and won't have a lot of work with it. Believe me, it's a painful amount of work to get started on Fiverr. Then it's actually worse than if you get an agency job somewhere and work, I don't know, 8 to 10 hours a day. But that's also something you don't want. So, well, that's just my opinion about Fiverr. Please, if you agree, let me know, or subscribe to my channel. If you don't agree, let me know. I want to hear your comments about this. So that's basically it for this quick rant, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, have fun, and we'll talk later.